Bon dia i benvinguts al Telenotícies especial Covid-19. Avui hi ha hagut 867 contagiats, 188 morts i ja van 123.486 curats a tot Espanya. Cal destacar que el 46% dels nous contagiats són a Catalunya. Avui parlarem de com el confinament i el Covid-19 està afectant al medi ambient. Després mirarem a quines parts del cos exactament afecta aquesta malaltia. I per últim, mirarem algunes de les vacunes que estan en desenvolupament. Comencem! Tant a Barcelona com a altres ciutats del món, els nivells de contaminació han baixat des que estem confinats. Però per això ens explica l'Òscar. Òscar?
Sí, a Barcelona han disminuït els nivells de diòxid de nitrogen des del 13 de març, gràcies a les primeres setmanes del confinament. També fa unes setmanes el satèl·lit mostrava imatges on es veia que a Xina ha disminuït un 25% del CO2 i a Itàlia mostra una disminució significativa de diferents gasos contaminants, com el diòxid de nitrogen.
En este momento tenemos a Óscar preparado para explicarnos cómo el COVID-19 afecta en nuestro cuerpo. Adelante, Óscar.
Pues sí, todo apunta a que la zona cero de esta infección son los pulmones, aunque en un caso muy extremo se puede llegar a extender por diferentes órganos. Hasta ahora sabemos que es un virus que ataca el sistema respiratorio y que pone a prueba tu sistema inmunitario.
Swiss scientists say that in 6 months they could have the vaccine.
The research is in a phase in which problems have been resolved that will make it possible to move to clinical trials with people in August and to a marketing of the vaccine 2 months later.
Other cities like Oxford are also working in a vaccine.
Oxford University is beginning to human clinical trials for a vaccine for the new virus coronavirus. In the first phase, 556 of the volunteers will receive a potential COVID-19 vaccine. The other will receive a control vaccine to assess the safety and efficacy.
Seems like the right thing to do to ensure that we can combat this disease and get over it a lot faster. I think you can never fully exclude any sort of potential risk, but I think you have to, walk in faith in these things. You have to trust in that the work has been done as best they can, and know that the cause is important. And so you just have to just walk in faith in that.
So there's a huge responsibility always in conducting clinical trials, but actually the key question is to make sure we have the integrity of these clinical studies to answer the question so that if the vaccine does work, that we can be confident in that result, and that will then lead to further development and hopefully deployment of the vaccine. And if it doesn't work, or there's a safety question, that we can generate those data from the trials that we're running. So at the moment we have very small-scale manufacturing for clinical trials, and there's a big technical challenge to upscale from that to give very large numbers of doses. And particularly when you think that if you were looking at a domestic requirement, there'd be millions of doses, tens of millions of doses, but actually this is a global problem, and we need hundreds of millions or billions of doses of vaccine.
Fins aquí les notícies del dia relacionades amb el Covid-19. Fins demà.